Great start. It is rough, and this is going to be hard for me to post on the internet. We're rusty. Practice makes perfect! So even though this seems super boring, which I would argue that it is, keep dropping them. Flannel's coming off. This is serious. Clearly I'm not quite there yet. Okay, so I know I'm supposed to start with 3 balls this week, but I'm gonna begin with 2 again because I know that my right hand needs some strengthening. So I'm gonna work on that for a few minutes, time lapse through it, you know. After I get comfortable with the left hand tosses a little bit, starting with the left hand. Oh, sorry about that. I'm gonna switch over and start with my right hand because they both are gonna have to be working. Got it. I find that when I throw starting with my right hand, sometimes the collision happens more often, so I'm trying to eliminate that because technically you're supposed to throw each ball under the previous one or over because otherwise they'll run right into each other. So that's what I'm trying to perfect right now. Damn it. You guys might be able to tell I'm switching back and forth. So I'll start with tossing with my left hand first like this, and then in the middle I will start with my right hand like how I just did, and then start beginning the tosses with my right hand so that I get equally as comfortable with both so that I can add in that 3rd ball that we're going for this week. Switching back and switching back and
I do it 2 times in a row.
Something that I'm having to learn is to be very patient because a lot of these skills take a lot of repetition to learn them. So even though this seems super boring, which I would argue that it is, it's very necessary to get that muscle memory going so that when I have more objects to think about, then I won't have to think about the motion of my hands. I'll more be thinking about, the chaos in front of me. That right toss is really getting me. Once I get really comfortable with this alternation here, which clearly I'm not quite there yet, I'm going to add in the 3rd ball. That was starting to look like juggling right there. So I'm gonna grab my 3rd ball. I'll be right back. So I have tried this out a few times, twice. Once was right now for 10 seconds. And it's rough. But know that I'm literally trying my actual best. That's what this is. Here we go. Caught all 3 balls. That's a win. I don't know where that one went. That tennis ball transported to another dimension. I can only really start with my left hand, and even when I do, I only get max 5 tosses in there. So I'm gonna keep trying. That was bad. I've got the 3 tosses from my left hand, but if you can tell, my struggle is when I have 2 balls in this hand and I just don't throw the second ball. When I do, I don't really have good coordination. Nice. I caught all 3 that time, which was good. Is one of my neighbors out? That'd be kind of embarrassing. Yup. Hey Bernie, I'm juggling. I really hope that he can't hear me talking to myself. But he definitely can. If you can't tell, I'm trying to like break it down into little segments of just like one rotation. 1, 2, 3. 3 tosses, 3 catches. And then the other way, 1, 2, 3. I dropped him that time, but you get what I mean. And I'm doing that back and forth before I try to get the continuous part, because the continuous part is obviously the trickiest part of this whole thing, is trying to keep the balls going. I can do them for a couple of seconds and then they just all fall. How did I catch that with my neck? That's not part of juggling. I did catch that. And that, wow! I lost one. How did I? Wow, that was deep under my stairs. Wow, that was probably the best one I've done so far. I'm trying to take out that catch in the middle of the 2 different passes that I've been doing to get that continuous motion that we've been talking about. That was the best I've done so far, probably. I'm having a problem. That's the problem. I almost caught all 3 on 2 passes, so that was a victory. That one hit me in the nose. I'm already feeling like one more good one is probably gonna do. Oh my god, that would have been it if I caught all 3 balls, but I fumbled the last one, so I'm gonna get one more. I start to lift the balls instead of toss them, like I'll bat them up into the air, and I need to get like a good arc of a toss instead. So that's where I'm losing the ball. I need to stop doing that. That's gonna have to do. That was like 5 tosses or something, and I caught all 3 balls. So I'm gonna say that's fine. Clearly I'm not quite there yet.